for the pre-fight introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, Square Ring Incorporated, along with your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Present 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Co-promoted with Peltz Boxing Promotions and sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission, Chairman, Olympic gold medalist and former two-time heavyweight champion Floyd Patterson. Commissioners in attendance, Rose Trentman and Melville Southard. Deputy Commissioner in charge, Michael Pascal. First Executive, Tony Russo. Chief Physician at ringside, Dr. William Lathan. Attending physicians are Dr. Richard Esterco and Dr. Rufus Sadler. The timekeeper is Jim Borzell. Counting for the knockdown seconds is Wayne Kelly. This bout is also sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation President Robert W. Lee Sr. IBF supervisor at ringside is Darrell Peoples. The three judges scoring this bout on a 10-point must system will be Don Ackerman, Don Notiker, and Joe A. Ware Sr. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, championship veteran Ron Lipton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden here in New York City, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, in the blue corner, wearing blue and red and weighing 168 pounds. He comes to us tonight with a perfect record of 16 victories without a loss, and 10 of those are by knockout. Tonight, he comes to Madison Square Garden looking to shock the world. Ladies and gentlemen, from Trenton, New Jersey, here is the IBF #1 ranked super middleweight in the world, the undefeated challenger, Braianta Brannona. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing black and silver and weighing 147½ pounds, a 1988 Olympic silver medalist who now as a professional has 32 victories without a loss, 28 by knockout, and he has captured 2 world title belts. Tonight, he plans to demonstrate to the world that pound for pound, he is the best. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pensacola, Florida, presenting the two-time world champion and reigning undefeated super middleweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Mark and Roy only. Okay, Muggsy, Bryant only. Okay. Gentlemen, you've been given the rules of the IBF. No matter what happens out here, respect each other, obey my commands. Let's keep it strictly professional. Good luck to you both.
We'll see if Roy Jones is more effective than those bullets that lodged in Braianta Brannona.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Roy, you got to start in that corner. Right, you ready?
There's a look at Brannon.
All right, Roy,
Told you
ready?
about the great physique.
Time!
You can see the muscles bulging as he races across the ring and launches a wild right to the body, and Roy Jones stands in a peekaboo as Braianta Brannon throws about 8 winged punches in a row.
Well, that's a new strategy. Nobody's tried that I've seen. Have you, Gil, against Roy Jones?
He threw 8 punches, but none of them landed.
I guess if you fear something sometimes, the best way is to get right as close as you can.
Yes, I did see this once before. Do you remember a guy by the name of McNeely that fought Mike Tyson?
Yep. Well, he's keeping Jones from getting off to a fast start.
Meanwhile, Roy threw 1 punch, but it landed.
Now he lands another little quick left hook in there. A counter. As Brannon continues to pound away with winged shots from the outside, trying to get to Jones's body.
Landed 1 with left hook to the chin of Roy Jones.
Trying to neutralize one of Roy Jones' best weapons, which is his his quickness of foot.
Maybe try to take away some of the punching power by crowding him, too.
But he's catching some heavy shots inside from Roy Jones.
I think he might be getting under Roy's skin a little bit, though. I mean, Roy hasn't seen this too often and probably doesn't like it much.
He's been very calm, I think, though, Jim. Good left hook by Roy Jones.
Oh, he rocked Brannon with a solid left hook, and now he's got Brannon wobbled. Here we go. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I think the punch that started that was a left to the body. That started that whole combination.
We mentioned that Jones was so calm, weathering that storm, blocking punches, just looking to set the other guy up. And you mentioned, Larry, that despite the fact that Brannon was throwing punches, he was getting hit with some short, good, solid punches by Roy Jones.
Well, in some instances, it's not how many you land, but how much they hurt.
And there's that snapping left hook by Roy Jones again. And there it is again.
Wobbles Brannon again. Brannon having trouble for the moment, staying on his feet. Lipton watching closely. Jones blinding Brannon with his overwhelming hand speed.
He's getting hit with some solid punches, Brannon.
Will he make it through the round?
Well, he's holding up about as well as is possible under the circumstances.
Got hit 2 solid body punches by Roy Jones. He's wobbling right now, Brannon.
Looks like he might make it out of round 1, but he's paid a heavy price for the privilege. And the not so terrific news is he gets to come back for round 2 against Roy Jones.
That was a pound-for-pound round.
Do you think that that was the same as getting hit with the 5 bullets, Larry?
Well, those were bombs.
Oh, these were, that's right. I forgot that.
Hand grenades.
You gotta grab him when you're in trouble.
Gotta clean this
Grab him. You're trying to, don't walk in without that jab. You're walking in without the jab.
Let's see the first punch that started the fusillade of punches. And there you see it.
Left hook to the body.
Left hook to the body. Just under the rib cage.
Good eyes, Larry.
Roy Jones often...
There was the one, that left hook right on the chin.
Roy Jones often performs like a virtuoso jazz artist with incredible riffs coming from all directions, always unexpected.
Well, again, there was the Roy Jones left hook. That he never sets it up with a jab. He just comes in with it, but he's so quick. I've never seen a guy that can land left hooks from the outside the way Roy Jones can.
He's Oscar Peterson with boxing gloves.
Now Brannon's going to make this. Look at how calm Jones is in there. Hands up, blocking punches. Look.
Well, Brannon's just pounding away at Jones's arms and gloves. I mean, at least it gives him the right to throw a lot of punches, which not too many people can do against Jones. But he's getting hit so much in return.
He's nailed Jones with a couple of right hands. But again, it doesn't seem to bother Roy at all.
Give Brannon credit for standing in. He's a hard man who's done hard time, and he's worked hard to get to this point.
He's a very appealing guy. Wonderful personal turnaround in his life. Kind of person you can root for. Jones in the first round, after that relatively slow start when pinned to the ropes by Brannon's rush, threw 102 punches.
Again, they're wide punches by Brannon, and Jones is picking them off with his arms.
Easy to see him coming. They lose their power over that extended arc.
Every punch is being blocked by Roy Jones. And he lets the guy throw his punches, and he's, okay, now it's my turn.
Left hook again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, we said earlier he had a bullet lodged in his neck. Now he's got a bomb there.
The Trenton crowd can't believe what they're seeing. They were so psyched for the possibility of Bryant putting up a big fight against Roy Jones. And their man is just getting hammered in there now. Ron Lipton watching as Roy Jones tattoos Brannon. And then Jones says, look, you want more? Okay. A convincing case.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
You want to ask again who's the best fighter in the world?
No, I don't have to ask that. So he stepped away and looked at Lipton as though he didn't want to hurt Brannon and said, must I do this? And Lipton says, yes, you must. And Roy says, okay. And he starches the guy. How about that, Larry?
Well, I thought one of the qualifications for the best fighter pound for pound in the world is that a fighter has to be willing to fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. I question that about Roy Jones in his recent fights. But after a performance like this against a brave, tough guy, you know, we saw what we saw. There's nobody else who can do this.
What an incredible gift. You can't teach the stuff that Roy Jones does, Gil.
No, I've never seen like triple left hooks, 7 left hooks in a row so quick and so accurate. I mean, it's unbelievable. And he just seems to have so much confidence in himself. Even when Brannon came out the way he came out, he didn't bother him a bit. Stayed calm, picked off the punches. He's okay, now I'm going to show you how to do it.
223.
And you can see the amount of attention that's being paid to Bryant Brannon as the New York State Athletic Commission doctors do everything possible to ensure that Brannon doesn't leave the ring damaged. Second round KO for Roy Jones. No count necessary after Jones, with one final flurry, flattened Bryant Brannon. Now here's the first knockdown that took place in the second round, Gil. And let's watch this. I thought it was a flurry of left hooks with a left hook as the decisive punch, but there might have been a right hand in there too. Left, left, left,
yeah.
Boom.
Left uppercut, double left hook, right on the button. How many fighters do you know that can do that? There's a left uppercut, left hook, left hook. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. There's a new combination that he just invented.
And each punch with power. None of them taps.
And they're short, to the mark.
Now here's the second knockdown. This is after Jones has looked at, now there he looks at Lipton. You see that?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do, ref? Oh, okay, fine. What the heck? Boom.
Here you can see Brannon doesn't have a leg under him. There's no reason why this fight had to go on. I mean, Jones could see it. I don't know why the referee couldn't see it. Beautiful left hook to end the fight. Short, to the mark.
I wish we could read lips and understand exactly what Roy said to Ron Lipton. I'm sure that Larry will ask him in the post-fight interview.
And there's a guy that was an undefeated fighter.
Good show, man.
Yeah, that's right. 16-0 with 10 knockouts coming in. Obliterated in 2 rounds by Roy Jones. And once again, let's point out before we go back into the ring, Jones designated all of tonight's live gate money minus expenses to go to charity. That's the kind of a guy he is. Right now, let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 23 seconds of round number 2. The winner by knockout victory, his record now 33-0, 29 KOs, still the undefeated super middleweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.